Life is a time pass. कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो तारी राय सो मारी राय. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना, ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complete level? मौज में रहो, be happy. The Jivan Mukta Purusha, the one who is abiding in the self and functioning in the not self, with a perfect balance of not losing his own self, is being discussed in this 9th chapter. Example, Tari pari mada paravate miravane nahi kapurate devi bhuta parispurate tejispure. If we have to go somewhere, we have to carry that which we do not have. When we go to a hotel, so we have to carry with us our money or UPI. For Americans, UPI is a surprise. Backward country, naturally. So, but if the camphor has to go somewhere, does it have to carry the fragrance with it? In the same manner, Tari parimala parote mirvane nahi kapurate. So the camphor cannot go without its fragrance. Devi, exactly the same way. Bahuta parispurate tejispure. That which is everywhere, that alone is my essential nature. And therefore, like the camphor doesn't have to put any efforts to be with the fragrance, in the same manner, the wise man abiding in the truth, a Jivan Mukta, he is ever rooted in that, not even a fraction that he is lost in the knower-known relationship, although the knower relationship is established. See the contradiction? Although seer seen is happening, but the seer is not born, because what is seen is none other than me. Like for the vision. For the vision, seeing the color and the form, what must be the experience of the vision? That the colors and forms are nothing other than me. Tasmad atmanaha akasha sambhutaha akashad vayu vayoragni agni rabhadvya prithvi prithivya annam oshadibhya. So slowly the descent from the absolute to the relative. And then this reality, absolute existence, non-specific existence, manifests in two ways. Only existence and existence plus knowledge, Chetana. Then from the Chetana, the next step is the mind. From the mind, the next step is the Tanmatras. From the Tanmatra, the next step is the Pancha Mahabhutas. Then from the Pancha Mahabhutas is the gross world. So it is a descent, step by step, step by step. And therefore, whatever may be in this world, presence or absence, all of them are associated with the pure conscious existence. This is what is to be understood. Like The camphor is always with the fragrance in the same manner. Everything is existence and therefore divinity. Therefore, although the relative experiences are happening, seer seen, experiencer experienced, yet this does not create the duality as a real one, and there is no suffering because of the Dvaita. Therefore, Dvaita is experience, but the limitations of the Dvaita are not having any consequences. मनोनी शब्दादी पदार्थ श्रोत्रादीचे हात घ्यावया जेथ उजू होती. And therefore, when the sound comes, so sound comes, the hands don't go, the ears go. Do we have to tell the children, hey, look here, when there is a sound, you have to use ears? No. It's by default. See? Even an idiot will not take a picture and wanted to see the picture, how it looks like. No. Because it is by default. Exactly that simple default, like the sense objects and corresponding sense organs are naturally one with each other in the same manner. The wise man, the Jivan Mukta, he is at the same state. I exist, whatever is experience is also existing. Existence-wise, there is no difference. Difference is some specificities associated with existence. One specificity is I have become a knower. I am a knower. And then object is a known. So am and is both are indicating the same existence. This is clearly experienced by the wise man, and therefore for him there is no trouble in accepting the world as nothing but relationless relationship. Like relation between the eyes and the vision and the color. It is, can we call it relation? They are not two. In the absence of the vision, colors are not established. In the absence of the colors, the vision is not established. Then who is who? They are not two. In the same manner, the wise man is having this relationless relationship. This relationless relationship, you can understand one or two examples. What is the relation between the ocean and the wave? Oh, simple. Ocean is the cause. Wave are the effects. You are very intelligent. What is ocean? Is ocean a stone? No, it's water. Okay. What are the waves? They are also water. So both are water. Where is the cause and where is the effect? But why this cause effect is coming? Because we have given different names to the same reality. In one place, the water is called as ocean. In other place, the same water is called as the wave. And then we have created cause and effect. And therefore, cause and effect is an illusion. If we really mean business on the spiritual path, my friends, don't get lost in cause and effect. Why? Because the sky is too high. Don't waste time in that. But why people don't understand? Don't worry. Who told you understood? Huh? Friends, life becomes very simple. So don't create relationship. Like the digital child and the father. Now, who is because of whom? The son is because of the father, or the father is because of son? They are mutually dependent. If one of them disappears, there is neither son nor father. Therefore, knower known, experiencer experienced, these two things are not two, and therefore our rule, experience, when it is divided, it is called as experienced and experiencer because of this division. But if the division is not allowed to happen, then there is only experience. And this experience we all have in deep sleep. There is nobody sleeping. This is also a very subtle point. I had a good sleep. This can be established if somebody was awake in the deep sleep. So waking, waker is there. Dream, dreamer is there. Deep sleep, there is no deep sleeper. There is sleep without a sleeper. In the same manner, in this world, which is relationless relationship, there will be experiences but no experiencer. With this foundation, the wise man moves in this world. Jiye peri disati usi, tiye ladati ki rasi, kanti jevi shashi punavechiya. Now, the sugar cane has got so many knots in between. So for every knot, is there a different juice? Yes. If you have gone some sugar cane field, you see on the top area of the sugar cane, it is less sweet. As you go towards downwards, toward the roots, the sweetness increases. But it is sweet. So we don't discover different types of juices because of the different knots. It is all one. And similarly, the moon is what? Moon is the 17th. So on Amavasya, new moon night, the moon is there. Where the 17 have gone? They were only conditioned. Therefore, all the 16 phases of the moon are not seen either on the Amavasya or Purnima. That doesn't mean that the moon has so many aspects, no. Meaning, that which appears on account of a conditioning is an appearance, is not real. Like the husband, father, son, they are appearances, they are not real. Padile chandavari chandine, samudri zahale varshine, vishaya karne bhetati taisi. Example is given. Padile chandavari chandane. If the Jyotsna, the light of the moon falls on the moon, what will happen? Samudri jale varishine. If the rains fall on the ocean, Vishaya karne bhetati taisi. The objects and the respective sense organs, when they meet each other, what is their experience? That is the experience of the wise man who is going through all the experiences, but he is not at all influenced by becoming an experiencer. Therefore, we have to again and again remind ourselves, all spiritual practice is don't become extraordinary, remain simple in this world. Manoni tonda aada pade, techi vacha vavade, pari samadhi namode, mauna mudrechi. Now this wise man, he will be talking to the people. He will be humming, he will be seeing the things, but is mauna is not compromise. See? Like when we talk to the kids, we play fool with the kids. But that playing fool with the kids, is it talking? It's only mauna, a time pass. So all the wise people, when you talk to them, they are time pass with us. Don't become serious with them. No intention, nothing to gain, nothing to lose. Mauna doesn't mean only mouth is swollen. What mauna ho gaya? No, 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 no. Mauna is that wherein you are not getting influenced by what you hear and what you talk. Therefore, the wise man, the Jivanmukta person, is responding to the worldly things. Somebody talks, he also talks, etc. And yet, his samadhi or the silence is not compromised. Pashyan api na pashyati. Although seeing, but the seer is not born. Although speaking, but the speaker is not born. व्यापाराचे गाडे मोडता ही अपाडे अत्रियेचे न मोडे पाऊल केवी. Vyaparache gade. He is actively, dynamically involved in all activity. Vyapara is activity. Mudatahi apade, and while doing all these activities, atriyeche mode paula kevi. No. Therefore, their doer, done, doing, this triputi is not born. He is ever the same. And therefore, what is the triputi? Experienced, experiencer, experiencer. So the knowledge, when it is divided, it becomes experienced and experiencer. But between these two, experienced world, we have no control. What will come in front of our eyes, we have no control. What kind of people will come in front of us, we have no control. Where could be the control? Seeing is happening, hearing is happening, but neither the seer nor the hearer is born. We have to do nothing. This our old habit of reacting, that we have to drop. And this can happen only when we are consciously working on our spiritual path. Otherwise, there are many who attend almost all the retreats. So before I open my mouth, they say the sentence. If I am telling something, they already know, they laugh for not doing. But if you see their personal life, the same disgusted existence. Nobody wants them. Wants avoid. Why? Because whether a fragrance is coming or a stink is coming. See, friends. Therefore, we have to consciously work on this. Then we are at peace with ourselves. A person who is at peace with himself or herself alone is accepted by the whole world. Like the story of Bhagwan Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, the mother asked him, "You please tell my son not to eat sweets." So she was asked to come again and again 4 or 5 times. Then on the 6th time, then the child was told by the teacher, Ramakrishna Bhagavan. And the student listened. The child, okay, I will not take sweet. You are telling me I will not take. After the child went, now the mother is shouting and fighting with the great master. If you have to tell only this much, why did you make me come for 5, 6 times? That time what he said? Before I tell the child, don't eat sweets, I must abstain myself from eating sweet. Then only our words carry meaning. See, friends, you yourself must be experiencing this. When somebody talks to us, we know from what platform he is talking. Therefore, wise man is functioning in this world very much like anybody, and yet he is not entangled in any activity. Naiva kinchit karomiti yukto manneta tatvavit. This is the spiritual practice. Naiva kinchit karomiti. Things are happening, but we have that arrogance. I have done this, I have done that. Then you suffer. पसरूनी वृत्तीची वावे दिठी रूपाते देखेवे परी साचाचे निलावे काहीच न लभे. The wise man, the Jivan Mukta Purusha, is operating in this world, meaning how he is seeing by the eyes, he is working with the hand, he is talking with the mouth, he is thinking with the mind, everything is happening. See, although he is functioning in this world, yet his abidance in his essential nature is not compromised. Like when the child comes and asks something. There was a man, this happened in North Carolina. My hostess next door, a white person, and he was doing some gardening. From the outside of any house, you can know whether it is Indian house or American house. Indian house is dirty, outside, inside also. No garden, no nothing. Time in here. And this person, nice garden. So he was watering or doing something. His son came and asked, Dad, I am doing what, don't disturb me. Dad, I want to know, I want to ask you something. I am working, don't you see? No, but I want to ask something. He asked, how to become an intelligent husband? So he looks at him and brushes. Once, twice, thrice. Finally, the son becomes impatient and he holds the hose. Dad, you have to answer this question. I don't want my wife to call me like mommy calls you dumb. How to become an intelligent husband? Now the father has to talk. He says, my dear son, there is no species called as intelligent husband. Intelligent people never become husband. Therefore, what my wife calls me, she tells the truth. There is nothing wrong. Therefore, things are happening, we don't have to become too serious about it. So seeing is happening, and yet our abidance in ourself should not get disturbed or corrupted. See, all these things are not for evaluating others. If this much is the length of the beard, then he's realized. Go with the beard. Wait a minute. Next. No. See, this topic comes in Bhagavad Gita in 3 places. Second chapter, Sthita Pragya. There 4 questions are asked by Arjun. Sthita Prajnasya ka bhasha samadhistasya keshava sthitadhi kim prabhasheta kimasita vrajeta kim. A man of steady wisdom, a wise man, Jivan Mukta Purush. What is the meaning of meditation for him? And how does he respond? Kim prabhasheta. And Kim vrajeta, how does he move in this world? And Kim asita, what is the foundation on which he is firmly abiding? 4 questions. Then similar topic comes in the 12th chapter. After having told the devotee, what is the devotion? See, after that, the teacher tells, A wise man abiding in the truth is Adveshta Sarvabhutanam Maitra Karuna Evacha. So there are more than 20 different qualities of the wise man. Then in the 14th chapter, also Bhagavan Sri Krishna tells about the qualities of a Mahatma who has gone beyond the impact of the three gunas. What is that? Bhagavan tells there that prakasham cha pravrittim cha mohameva cha pandava na dveshti sampravrittani na nivrittani kankshati. There are three expressions of the three gunas. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Sattva guna is prakasham cha. Rajuguna is pravrittim cha, getting involved. And Tamo guna is mohameva cha pandava. So we go through all these three experiences. Sometime we are bright. Therefore, I have to say it twice. Because what I am seeing here, from that only I am talking. It is not your fault. It is the Amma's fault. Only 15 minutes, again Brahmasura. So what can you do? There is no choice. So, prakasham cha sattva guna pradhan, bright. Pravrittim cha dynamically involved, do this, do this, do this, do this. Mohameva cha pandava, or dull-witted in the satsang also. And such people, you should never sit with such people, because they make a Dunlop out of you. And then you get a sin if you disturb their sleep. So, they are na dveshti sampravruttani, na nivruttani kankshati. So if the tamo guna is overpowering, or rajo guna is keeping too much active, or sattva guna is keeping quiet, under all the three possibilities of life, knowledge, action, and matter, these are the three things of life. So, when they come and go, na dveshti sampravruttani, when they are overpowering, he doesn't hate them. Therefore, let them come and go, we remain untouched. This is what our mantra tells, experience without experience. If you feel sleepy, go to room and sleep. No, but Swami, that is the problem. In the room, we don't get sleep. We get sleep only here. Maybe I am like, the sun rays come out like that. Sleep rays come out of me. And while sitting itself, you go to sleep. So I am the culprit. Now I understand. Tamate ghyavaya utaroni sahasravahiya shevati ravi iya hachi jaisa. Now see what is the beauty of the Jivan Mukta Purush. Once the sun thought, by his thousands of rays, he wanted to lift the darkness into light. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. So the sun decided, okay, everybody talks about darkness, I don't know what it is, but let me help. And therefore he used all his thousands of rays to lift the darkness. And lo, what happened? Shevati Ravi iya hachi. Then he found there is nothing other than me. See? So simple it is. When we do something and we are successful or failure, happy or miserable, ultimately we come back to me. And this me is not given proper understanding. Therefore, Shevati Ravi iya hachi desa. So he may try his best that I want to remove the darkness from the world, he will never be successful. In the same manner, Paramatma cannot change anything in this world. It is just happening. You cannot change it. Then relax. That you don't have to teach us. Alert, that you have to teach. Relax, but remain alert. So, after everything, ultimately the sun is only the sun. Swapnichiya vilasa, bheti na iya asha, uthila tavatai jaisa, tochi mato. In the dream, one person was enjoying the dream, so beautiful, so nice. He went to Las Vegas. The other day, somebody asked me, Swamiji, I saw your YouTube talk in Las Vegas. You also go to Las Vegas? I said, why? Las Vegas you go? Yes. I didn't expect this from you. So, a person, he was dreaming so nice and he went to Las Vegas and he got billions of dollars and he was so happy and he wanted to smuggle that money in the waking. Will it be ever possible? So Swapna Chaya Vilasa Beti na Iya Asha. Now all of that is, now I am going to become richest man in the world. So Uthita Tavata is Jaisa. And the moment he is out of the dream, again Ekameva Dvitiya Nehananasi. He comes back to his own divine nature. The only difference is, if we can imagine, if we are able to experience the dream as a dream, you are awakened. See, friends, we all experience the dream as if it is a solid reality. Nobody experiences the dream as a dream. It is experienced as if it is awake, it is waking state. Exactly the same way, this waking dream is recognized by the Jivan Mukta Purusha that this is a waking dream. And therefore, nothing disturbs them. They very much continue in this world because illusions cannot influence the substratum. Rule. You can't change it. And when we have recognized something as an illusion, what are our reactions to that? Number one, we don't want to possess it. Number two, we don't want to improve it. Number three, we don't want to destroy it. Number four, we don't suffer because of seeing the illusions. So those who suffer in the waking state, they suffer because they have taken this illusion to be real, and they suffer. You know the story in Ramayana? There are hardly one or two events where Bhagwan Ram was light-hearted. He was always serious. Always. Do you know Bhagwan Ram, Shivji, they are always with their armaments, isn't it? Bhagwan Ram is always with Dhanushaban. Shivji always with the trident. Bhagwan Krishna is the Murali. Why? Questions, what kind of questions come to us? You don't know. Bhagwan Ram with whom? With his wife. Protection. Shivji with whom? His wife. Protection. Bhagwan Krishna, Radha. No wife. You are always happy here because Life becomes so beautiful. Friends, look at this world with this eye of wisdom. You can never be miserable. स्वप्नाच्या विलासा भेटई न या आशा उठिला तव जैसा तोची मातो. All the illusions, they may appear. It is our ability to recognize the illusion as an illusion. This is experience and firmly established in the knowledge of the wise man. And therefore, he very much lives in the same world. If you take the political condition, the economic condition, the wars, everything was the same in and through. That time also we saw miserable people. That time also we saw wise people. Therefore, to imagine that the things around will change and then I will be happy, it will never happen. Once we were in Goa, some kids, and we are in the sea, enjoying a nice sea bath. And there was one man, he also came to take bath, put on his towel around him, and then waiting, Vivekananda pose. So, those kids who were with me, Swamiji, why that uncle is not coming? I said, I don't know, we can call him. So the kids said, Uncle, come now. Why are you standing there? Come, it's great fun, come. Uncle said, I am waiting. After the waves quieten, then I will come. We will make another statue of Vivekananda there. Waves will never stop. You don't imagine. Okay, this is what happens after realization. Therefore, let me realize first. Nothing will happen. Then be attentive. Then start playing. What? Realize. Spiritual practice. Somebody scold you. I am realized. I can't become angry. Realize. Give it a try. See? Play. Don't become serious. See? You must have seen many places. Under the disguise of spirituality, they are so miserable. By looking at them, I don't want to get realized. This kind of fellow. There was one girl, she was to be married to somebody from USA. She said, I will marry only one country. You will come back to India. I am not going to come to USA. Why? Who will wash dishes? Who will lagao jhadu? You go, I am not going to come. See, friends, तैसा उदय लिया निर्विषये ज्ञानी विषय होला है तब दोनी न होनी होए कायनेनो. Therefore, this wise man, although the things are present, although he is enjoying, and yet he is not enslaved by the presence or absence of things and beings. We become entangled in addiction or hatred. Therefore, living in this world is one, and getting influenced by the world is another thing. This we have to work on. Nobody can help us in this. Therefore, when we give zero value to the objective world, then the experiencer of that object is not born. How the experiencer is born? When I see a particular color and I like it, and then the experiencer is born because I like it. If I dislike it, there also an experiencer is born and the samsara begins. Therefore, give yourself zero choice. How to do that? Our Mahamantra. जो थारी राय सो मारी राय. Give yourself zero choice. ऐसा ही है. Can't change. life becomes very simple, my friends. Few principles, no choice, never be a leader, third, never argue on any point, keep cool, देखो सुनो मत बोलो. One very serious person asked me this question, Swamiji, don't make fun of me. I said, there is no need, Baba. Tell. You are already funny. After realization, will I be able to live with my wife and children? I said, no. No. Then don't get realized. Thank you, Swamiji. So what is the realization? They want realization with a company. Now tell me, when such cartoons come in our life, how can I be miserable? One person asked me this question. Swamiji, what is the secret of your happiness? I said, you. When you look at the cartoons, you can't be miserable. Therefore, तैसा उदय लिया निर्विषये ज्ञानी विषयी हो लाहे तब दोनी न होनी होए कायनेनो. Therefore, the presence of the objects or their absence is equal for the wise man. थोड़े गम है, थोड़ी खुशियां, ये जीवन है. Even if you are a Bengali and you are eating Rasgulla, how many will you eat? After some time, Bosh. Bas nahi, Bosh. This is how that one of the titles in the Bengali is a Bosh. Then we keep quiet. Bosh. Because this is a fundamental rule. Human mind cannot remain attracted toward the same thing, same being, same situation, same time, all the time. It cannot. This we have to recognize ourselves. Then, should we go away? Wherever you go, it will be the same story. Then, try to adjust yourself. Adjustment is a very important spiritual practice. You have to adjust. But every time the thing should happen according to my choice, it will not happen. Therefore, the wise man is definitely enjoying this world, everything good and bad. But when the objects disappear, he doesn't suffer because he knows the joy was not coming from the objects. Now here there is another very subtle principle. When an ignorant person eats a rasgulla, his experience is the sweetness and the joy is coming from the object. But when the wise man enjoys the same object, his understanding is that I am sprinkling my joy and my happiness on that object and I am leaking my own happiness. See? Once we had a lunch or dinner somewhere, I got a message. So I read it and kept it. After food and everything was over, my host came to leave me somewhere. I said, look here, now let me sit in the car. Car is ready. Now I'll tell you something. But now you manage yourself. What happened, Swamiji? I said, let me see. Car started. Yes. No, I am seated. I closed the door also, opened the glass, and I said, now see the message. There are some bad event happened in this family. The moment he said, Swamiji, I said, Baba, now you have to suffer. I will not suffer. All was goody, goody, goody. The moment the mind is disturbed, everything disappears. Therefore, we have to learn how to mind the mind. And if we learn how to mind the mind, this is the first step. Experience without experiencer is minding the mind. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Mind expresses as words. Try to think. Thinking is done by the mind. Try to think whatever you want. Condition number 1. Do not use any words when you are thinking. Think without words. You cannot. Because mind expresses as words. Ocean expresses as waves. Waves do not come from outside. Outside is the cause. Waves are dormant, inherent in the ocean. Thoughts, they are dormant, inherent in the mind, in the form of unmanifest words. Then external cause, somebody insulted, somebody did something. See? Like you will see in different places, there are different ways. So those samskar are deep in the mind. See? And therefore, if a person is in deep sleep and suddenly you put cold water on him, when he will get up out of that fear, he will talk that mother tongue which he is very familiar. Because it is already there. It was unmanifest, becomes manifest. Therefore, if we accept this principle, very simple, unwanted gossip talks must be suspended. You don't have to do anything for controlling the mind. Controlling mind means these two things. Before we talk to others, ask a question, is it necessary to talk? And second thing, don't talk to yourself. फिर क्या करूं? आत्महत्या. Friends, constantly, Ram, Ram, Ram. But that doesn't mean, क्या करूं यार, जब से realize हो गया कुछ होता ही नहीं. No. You are 100% alert. Everything is perfect. Therefore, the wise man, Jivan Mukta person, is enjoying both the noise and the silence. He is enjoying prosperity and poverty without becoming an enjoyer. This is the secret. And therefore, whether the objects are there or not, there is no problem, because presence and absence of objects does not have any impact on the wise man. चंद्रवेचू गेला चांदणे, तव वेचिले काय कोणे, विजुनी वांझे स्मरणे, होती जैसी विऊनी. See, here beautiful examples are given. Chandravechu gela chandane. The moon, she started to collect her own light. What she will collect? And then, similarly, Vyuni Vanze Smarane. I don't know how he can think of this way. A barren woman was remembering her delivery. Now, what can you do? Vyuni delivery, Vanze barren woman, Smarane, she remembers. I remember that was my first delivery. Not even in the dream. See? Hoti taisi, in the same manner, for the wise man, all these things have no meaning. Pratyaharadi angi, yogi anga tekile yogi, to zala e margi, dihacha chandu. Pratyaharadi angi yogi. You know, in the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, there are 8 limbs. Ashtanga, anga means limbs. Like hands are my limbs, legs are my limbs. For whom? For the body that I am. If hands and legs are cut, body continues to exist. They are only limbs supporting. Similarly, Ashtanga Yoga. So eight are the limbs, they are not yoga. See? So yama, niyama, asana, pranayam, pratyahara, dharana, dhyan, samadhi. Then what is yoga? Yoga is trayam ekatra sayyamaha. That is the yoga. We start from yama, then go through niyama, asana, pranayam, pratyahara, dharana, dhyan, samadhi. These last 3, dharana, dhyan, samadhi, trayam ekatra, meaning when the mind is 100% controlled with reference to time, space and object, trayam ekatra. That is called as sayyama. Sayyama means perfect control over the mind. Such a mind, when it is applied in a particular way, then all the siddhis, all the dormant potentialities start manifesting. One example I can give. There, Patanjali says, Kantakupe Sayyamat, when you do the Sayyama, that controlled mind, with time, space and object, now it is 100% integrated mind. When you do the Sayyama on the Kantakupa is esophagus. When you control your mind 100% and bring it to the Kantakupa, esophagus, you conquer hunger and thirst. This is the Siddhi. Because everything is dormant, unmanifest in the mind. But this mind is not under our control. Instead of we controlling the mind controls us. Therefore, Pratyaharadi Angi Yoge Anga Tekile Yogi. All these things are of no meaning for the Jivan Mukta Purush. Because once he has recognized this world as an illusion, who will like to control the illusory world? This is the basic difference between yoga, karma, etc. They take this world as real and then they will be starting doing something incredible India. Have you seen that advertisement? One useless girl standing on one leg, other leg folded near the knee, both hands above, standing on a cliff to jump into the ocean. Incredible India. The yoga has become only a kind of a acrobatics. Our Kerala girls in the circus, they do better than them. Therefore, yoga is not that. Yoga is abiding in your essential self. This is what Patanjali also says, but they don't use it that way. Yoga chitta vritti nirodha. Chitta vritti, which are the chitta vritti? 3 of them. Waker, dreamer and deep sleeper. Yoga, you go beyond the 3. Vedesha sarvai ahameva vedyaha. Because who am I? Mattaha smriti jnanam apohanancha. I alone support waking, dream and deep sleep. So when I am functioning through these 3 experiences, but not getting influenced by any one of them, then I have attained real yoga. Tada drashtuhu sarupe avasthanam. We come back to our divine nature. Therefore, pratyaharadi angi yogi anga tekile yogi. Don't get too lost in yoga, yoga, yoga. I tell you, do a little bit so that your body parts are mobile and you are healthy. That's it. Not beyond it. There was one friend of mine, a Swami only, and he happened to meet me somewhere. He said, How are you? I said, I'm Tantanatan, no problem. Then he started, Swamiji, um, I am having, the chest congestion always. And now lately, my back is also giving too much of pain. What could be the reason? Yoga. There is no other reason. Yoga, yoga, yoga. Be attentive. My phone, when it was bought from the company, it was perfect. Company settings, perfect. But then I got the phone. Then free download, free download, free download, never deleting and accumulating. And अभी ये क्या हो गया? ये phone hang हो रहा है. Yes, it is said in Phonopanishad. What is to be done? Yes, that I can tell you. This really happened. I am not imagining. So I said, okay, you want to get rid of? Yes. First of all, so go to settings, then scroll down and go to general, and then do this. He did that. Now there is a option. The thing he has to click was set factory settings. He did it. Then click yes. Now there are two options. All data will be erased. Say yes or no. Say yes, he did yes. Now restart. Oh, how come it started? I said, my God. Originally, we are all born factory settings, perfect. But then everything is destroyed. Normally, we breathe 15 times a minute. But then, all settings are gone. So what to do? Factory settings, go back. Never overdo all these things. Many of them suffer because of that. Yoga cannot be the ultimate. तो प्रत्याहारादि अंगी योगे अंग टाकिले योगे फेको फिर तो झाला ये मार्गी ध्यासा चांदू. Then such a Jivan Mukta Purush alone can be a great one. See? Otherwise, you keep on doing all these things and imagine that is the achievement. No. Achievement is when you have come to a point, nothing to do, nowhere to go, ना कुछ पाना, ना कुछ खोना. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? You feel that these are simple words, but if you apply them in your life, I tell you, God will become miserable in front of you. यार इसको क्या करूं? Maharaj, don't make spiritual life a punishment. Get up early morning, take cold water bath in Ganges, and thereafter suffer. Somebody asked me 2 days before, Swamiji, do you take bath in Ganges? I said, yes. You take, yes. I have not seen you. Then how can you come to my bathroom when I am taking bath? Meaning, I said there are two types of Ganges. One is horizontal, mine is vertical. Ganges only. He said, I will not talk to you. Thank God. See, friends, spiritual life is not this acrobatics and all that. Relax, man, relax. Once you get this is the meaning of the spiritual life, then you will love what Jnaneshwar Maharaj has written in this Amrutanubhava. Read, study. That is the only book that can help you. All other things you do or not doesn't matter. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.